and good morning to all of you on this Tuesday morning at 9:43. Every day, more and more states are announcing environmental weather challenges, including California, Nevada, Oregon, Utah, Arizona, Idaho, Washington, and New Mexico. Albin Gillich, co-creator of The Super Sustainables, joins us now to share how his new book is creating a new generation of environmental heroes. Thank you so much, Albin, for coming in. Super exciting. You have a new book that is just about to be released on Saturday for Earth Day. How appropriate. So tell us a little bit about why you decided to create a book about sustainability and for children.
Okay, it all goes back to our purpose, which is to make a difference and encourage positive change. And living in California over the past 6 years, we've been in a severe drought. And at the time we started the book, there was no end in sight, and officially it's not technically over. So we decided to take action, and we thought the best way to do it would be to develop an interactive, fun, and engaging way for kids to learn about environmental issues, sustainability, climate change, so that they could feel empowered to make a difference.
And I think that it's so brilliant that you are doing this for children, you know, creating a children's book, because it really does start with educating them at a young age. So talk to us a little bit maybe about some of the characters and kind of what you're hoping that kids and parents will take away from the book.
So what we decided to do was develop 4 characters, 4 teenage superheroes out of the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water, because we figured they could be the best ones to communicate the message to kids so that it sinks in and the kids want to know more. So we really spent a lot of time developing their personalities and made them as different and contradicting as possible, so we could have some inner drama and whatnot.
Of course.
A lot of surprises in the book. But at the end of the day, we really wanted to stick with the environmental theme and nature and develop that as much as possible so that the meaning comes out very clearly, which is you can be a hero too, and every little thing that you do to help save the earth and protect our resources and our environment means a lot.
And tell us a little bit more about, you guys not only have the book version, but you also have a digital version as well?
We do, yes. Yeah, so the digital version actually contains 7 original songs that we wrote and produced for the book that are sprinkled throughout the book to help you get to know the characters better. And that's available on our website, thesupersustainables.com, as well as a paperback version and the hardcover here.
All right. What was probably one of the, is this the first book that you've ever written?
This is it.
So what was that experience like?
Well, it was a learning experience for sure. It's not what I do, but you know, usually it's not my profession. But we figured it out and spoke to other authors and gathered tips from here and there. And it was a lot of fun working together with my co-author and partner, Yakov. He did all the artwork and wrote the songs while I focused more on the writing. And together we just kind of pulled it off. It was just kind of made it up as we went along.
Well, I think that that's perfect. So the book is released this Saturday on Earth Day. How are people able to get a copy of it?
You can go to thesupersustainables.com, and there you can order the digital book, ebook or iBook, a paperback, or this hardcover.
Oh my goodness. Well, I have to say, you know, especially with the sing-alongs, because then the kids get it in their head that they're singing it all the time, and then, you know, hopefully they're picking it up. If you could leave us, you know, maybe with one piece of, you know, information, maybe something that stands out from the book that our viewers can take away from this.
Well, again, it goes back to encouraging kids that they can be a hero too, and that we really have to value our actions today so that we have a healthy earth tomorrow. And you know, this is the first of a series, so expect more from us. And this first book ends with a cliffhanger. The next book will be about air pollution and water pollution. Wonderful.
Thank you so much for doing this. Appreciate you coming in. And again, get the book, The Super Sustainables. You can be a hero too. Thank you again, Albin, at 9:47 coming.
All right, 8:15, just in time for Earth Day. That's today. There's a new book that is teaching kids how they can help save the planet.
And they're doing it in a whole new way. Joining us today is author of The Super Sustainables, Albin Gillich and Yakov. Thank you so much for being with us. The Super Sustainables is available starting today, but tell us a little bit how this all works. You're really trying to make it very interactive.
Yes, we are. It all started with our purpose, which is to make a difference and help promote positive change. And then, of course, we in Southern California and all of California have been in an ongoing drought with no end in sight. So we decided then to take pen to paper and create a book, an interactive book like you mentioned, with 7 original songs about the environment and sustainability and climate change for children 7 to 12 years old.
And I heard that you wanted to sing, so we're...
He's the singer, not me.
Somehow or another, having a song with things helps them remember it. Like my daughter loves to turn off that sink and tell me that I'm wasting water. She loves to correct Dad, and that's an okay thing.
Right. And we tried to make the songs not too annoying for the parents, so that, yeah, they're really catchy, and there's little lessons embedded into them, too.
Do you feel like the next generation is going to do a much better job, and every generation thereafter?
I do. That's the hope, and that's the goal with this book. Let's all pray that they do, because I don't think they can do much worse than some of us have done in the past. So, yeah, I mean, that's one takeaway from this book, is that everyone can be a hero, and we hope that our young readers really pick up on that as they read through it.
Some beautiful art in the book. The illustrations are gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
What are the most important lessons? Give us some of those go-to lessons.
Well, in terms of water-saving tips, we encourage shorter showers. Don't take a bath, take a shower instead. Turn the water off when you're brushing your teeth. Use a bucket to wash the car instead of a running hose, and things like that. And on our website, thesupersustainables.com, we have a lot more listed out. But ultimately, this book is meant to show that we all have to work together for a common goal, and that the earth is all that we have in common, and we really have to do our best to save it.
You know, it's a nice hot day. If the car's dirty, tell everyone to gather out in the front yard and just spray them off and the car at the same time.
Right, exactly.
I really love the idea of interaction. I think that will engage the kids, and then they carry those lessons to the rest of the family.
Right, I agree. And we've really spent a lot of time developing the characters' personalities and made them quite different, so that each reader can hopefully find someone that they identify with.
Right, a little diversity.
Yeah.
What's the name of the hero, the best, smartest?
Well, there are 4, so they're based off the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. So air is Ariel.
My favorite group.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you get the book?
You go to thesupersustainables.com, and you can order the hardcover, the paperback, or the digital version.
Beautiful.
And here's the other great thing. You can meet the authors today at the LA Times Festival of Books. That's starting at 10 o'clock on USC's campus. They will be in booth 588. So you can actually check things out, check out the book, and talk to the authors, and they'll sing the song for you there.
We will definitely do a live performance.
Have a good
guys.
time there.
Thank you so much, guys.
Here's the question we're asking here on Good Day Chicago. Who will save the world from drought and other climate issues? Look no further than the Super Sustainables. The environmental superheroes are the creation of Albin Gilich and Gonen Yakov. They join us today in the studio to talk about their book and the missions ahead for the Super Sustainables.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having
Let's
us.
talk about it. I'll start with you, Albin. Let's find out from you what made you want to put a book like this together, catered to children. There are a lot of documentaries out there, a lot of discussions going on about climate issues, but you say there's nothing really for the children out there.
We did not find anything when we started this project and did some research on what would speak best to children. We couldn't find anything. So it kind of all goes back to our purpose, which is to make a difference. And then again, we wanted to reach children and teach them this valuable message. And then, as most of you know, California has been in an ongoing drought for the past 6 years. So when all that combined, it really forced Gonen and I into action, and it motivated us to do this.
And you guys kind of, Gonen, kind of put music to all of this, because it can be, as we just talked about in the commercial break, something scary for children to deal with.
So we came up with the musical book because, first of all, as a kid, my mom take me a lot to musical shows and stuff, and I thought this will be great to combine between a heavy topic to put a music, and I think we did it very great. So each chapter going to concern, so you have the Mother Nature chapter, and she have a song over here, so you, to her songs, you understand also the message that you try to.
So you have the hard copy, then you have, of course, you can download the book. And what do you say to people who still are out there that just say, you know what, climate change is not real, it's just something that politicians want to talk about, just another way of taking the taxpayers' dollars?
Yeah, I mean, I say, really? Really? I mean, what's so hard to believe about this? If you know anything about the Earth, you know it's been through these cycles before. And my hope for this discussion is that if you believe nothing else, let's all agree that putting less carbon emissions into the atmosphere is a good thing, and teaching our children how to respect our Earth is a good thing. So whether or not you believe in climate change is really up to you, but if we can agree on those 2 things, then we can have a dialogue, and then there is hope for the future.
And let me ask you this, do you think parents are doing enough with their children? And this book should help. If you're not, get started, because they're the ones who are going to save the world, save the planet.
Right. I mean, there definitely are parents out there who are. I come from a household that did back in the day when I was growing up here in Illinois, actually.
Good.
And but there are plenty of parents who aren't. And I think what we learned from some of our research and our conversation with parents is that the kids come home and say, "Mom, recycle. Mom, Dad, turn the water off when you're brushing your teeth. Don't use a hose watering to wash the car, etc." So the kids are really driving this message. And then again, without another product like this in the market, we really put pen to paper to create something that made this more fun and engaging.
All right, Gonan, tell everybody where they can get this book and this book if they want more information. And how many more books you got coming out?
So we have the Super Sustainable book available in Amazon and also in our Super Sustainable website, thesupersustainables.com. So you can have the digital version and also the hardcover. And make sure to order in Amazon in GY Creative Publishing, so because this is our account.
The Super Sustainables right here, the superheroes. Thank you so much for taking on this.
Thank you so much.
It's 9:27. We'll be right back with more on the other side of Good Day Chicago.
Thank you so much.